Mike, for this one, we're going a little south of the border.
We are.
It's not technically America, but it's close enough. We're in Diablo Canyon, which is near San Felipe, Mexico. It's about 120 miles south of the U.S. border on the western side of Mexico. And it's in the San Pedro Martir. Is it Martir? Martir? I think it's Martir National Park. So I'm just looking at a map right now. It's kind of deep in there. 120 miles is not
It's on
that
the Baja
close.
of California. So it's that peninsula on the western side of Mexico.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing where it is right now. We'll have the map pop up on the screen, too, when we get this thing going. But
yeah.
Where it is, it's in Baja California is the Mexican state. And Mexico is similar size to Crater Lake National Park. So it's about 180,000 acres.
That's the size of this national park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was established in 1941, and it's very isolated. So people on the internet said it does not see a lot of foot traffic every year.
Yeah, from my research, it's like a 33-mile drive just to get to the park, and there's like one stop before you turn off, and there's no gas, food, anything. So you kind of got to stock up before you go.
And I don't think I'll be going soon. There's a lot of stuff going on in Mexico.
I would love to go hike this park. It looks pretty cool. Someday, a lot of people, it might be in the notes here, but they kind of call it an oasis because it's surrounded by deserts. So.
Yeah, that almost makes me think of some theories that I'm going to hold on to. I didn't research the story, but as soon as I saw where it was, what it had, and how remote it was, I started thinking a lot. And I don't even know what happened. But I'm like, I have an idea of what happened, and I don't know what happened. It was first explored in 1701 by European explorers led by Eusebio Kino, a Catholic priest born in the Holy Roman Empire. The park is home to the California Condor Reintroduction Program, an international conservation effort. And the National Astronomical Observatory set 6 optical telescopes operated by the NAU of Mexico, is located in the park at about 9,200 feet. So this location was chosen to take advantage of the area's typically clear skies, low humidity, low light pollution, and low radio interference. So, and as you said, because it's surrounded by desert, this has like water in it. So it's considered the oasis of the park. Pico del Diablo is the highest peak. I almost said Pikachu.
We apologize. I don't speak Spanish. I don't think Joe does either.
No, I do not. It's the highest elevation at 10,157 feet. The park is also home to several deep canyons with many abrupt topological challenges. So it's a difficult park to get to navigate. It's very remote. So if you get into trouble, it's going to be hard to get out of there. Plus, I don't know how good the Mexican government is at rescue efforts or search and rescue and things like that. I don't have any contacts in the Mexican government as to that goes. I think sometimes you just are screwed if you're out there.
Yeah.
So for climate, average annual temperature is 68 degrees, so it's not crazy. Summer temps between 64 and 90. Average winter temps between 37 and 64. So it doesn't get too cold, but it's also not getting too hot. It's very temperate. It's not unusual for summer temps to reach 100 degrees or more, and the winter temps can go into freezing. I'd say it's not surprising. That's just average.
Yeah.
It's not crazy. Average precipitation is around 15 inches, so it is fairly dry.
Yep.
Seasons mirror seasons that you would see in U.S. parks in the lower 48. Coldest months between December and February, and the hottest between April and October. So even though it's farther south, it's still seeing a lot of the temperatures.
Yep.
Probably because it's more inland. Some of the fauna in the park. You have desert shrub. I can't even read some of this stuff. Just basic desert stuff it looks like it's more green. I'm just looking at pictures right now. So it's not crazy desert. You're still getting trees and stuff, but it's super rocky. It's almost like if you had a desert, it was mostly rocks, and then a river ran through the middle of it, like the trees and plants that would pop up is what you're getting.
Yeah, at higher elevations, you're 8 to 10,000 feet, you've got, your pine trees. And then in the lower elevations, it's more, your desert shrubs.
Yeah.
It's not heavily wooded, so there's not a ton of shelter if you get stuck up there in a bad storm. It's not like some of the national parks in the U.S. and like Colorado that are...
Yeah, the plants are very sparse. From the pictures, you can see like there's trees and stuff, but they're not like compact. It's very spread. You can see like between all of it. So
yeah,
we'll get the pictures up while we're talking about this. As far as animals go, mule deer, bighorn sheep, cougars, bobcats, ringtail cat, coyotes. There's 30 different species of bats, bald eagles, golden eagles, vultures, and captive-born California condor. So that's part of that reintroduction program. So not too much of a threat if you're not injured or, destitute laying out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd say the main exposure issues are wind chill in the winters, heat exhaustion in the summers, just if you're hiking and unprepared, or if you're not used to that park or aren't good at reading maps, because it does have a lot of the peaks, valleys, slopes, things like that. It's not altitude per se, but a lot of rocky faces.
Yeah.
So difficulty in general. I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I added one additional point that I kind of picked up on, some various reviews of hikers that have hiked this. If you're a U.S. Citizen and you've gone to Mexico to hike this park and it's your first time hiking out of the United States, you might, do some research before you go. Your experience is going to be, different than hiking in a U.S. park. So just, be mindful of that. Just some of the rules in the park, etiquette might be different. If you hiked a lot in the U.S., you might get really comfortable with, how things work.
Our amenities.
Yeah.
If you go to any major national park, the amenities are insane.
Yeah.
Like you'll have a gift shop that you could go there with nothing and get completely outfitted at a gift shop. Almost.
Yeah. So, parks in foreign countries, we're not saying that this park doesn't have that stuff, but these are things you will definitely want to research before you go.
Absolutely. So